November 5th, 2021 was the release date of the highly anticipated Call of Duty game, this year being Vanguard. So what made the highest selling game of 2021 almost dead after only 6 months of its release? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Welcome back to another video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and get started. So back to November 5th of last year, I was super excited for the new Call of Duty to drop. So excited that I had plans of trying to play the game competitively. Well, as you can tell by the title of this video, that didn't last long, clearly, but whatever. On the midnight launch, I played only 2 hours before uninstalling the game. I have picked it up only a couple times since, and I still have under 24 hours of time played. So what made this one so bad? Well, let's take a look at a couple of things. The year prior, even with all the negatives surrounding Cold War, I was still able to enjoy the game, and I also enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019. Of course, Modern Warfare 2019 had its issues, but at least I could actually play the game and not uninstall it right away. In the years prior, the community has screamed so many times to give us a competitive playlist on launch day, not months after the release. February 2022, February 22nd to be exact. 5, 6, somehow a lot of fucking months after the release. Well, as you can guess, Vanguard on launch had no competitive playlist for players like me who need games that have some type of goal rather than who gets the most kills. So this was upsetting, and it almost automatically turned me away from the game before I even got started. But problems didn't just start with competitive playlist. When playing the beta, which if I remember correctly only featured 1 or 2 game modes, I found the game very different from other CODs, but I couldn't quite figure it out, even though it was a dead giveaway that the graceful tech sprint had been added into Vanguard. So I guess I was just used to playing Warzone, that it kinda just slipped by me. Why the fuck is tech sprint in a multiplayer COD game? Now of course a lot of people wanted the multiplayer side of Call of Duty to be sped up, but I don't think they did this much. Add that with the recoil of Vanguard weapons and you've got a lot of pissed off people. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, what's so bad? They sped the game up and gave more of a skill gap by increasing recoil. You're fucking wrong. Having player speed so fast and recoil so bad you can't hit shit, you have little TTV Johnny flying through the air and you assume you're gonna immediately shit on him. Instead you find yourself trying to control the terrible recoil while little Johnny slides at Mach 10 under your legs and shits all over you. That shit doesn't add up, does it? On top of this, just like my last video on Warzone, we have what some would say are crucial items being locked behind battle pass tiers or dumb challenges. The most recent being the trophy system. If you're not familiar with Call of Duty, the trophy system is basically a defense system for grenades and other throwables. Well, that's cool and all, but what makes it a dead game? Just because you don't play it doesn't mean it's dead, dude. There's no actual way to tell if Vanguard's dead because there's no live player count, but we can look into the numbers and a few who play the game to get a rough estimate. By many accounts and various searches, players have spoken about playing all day and still getting queued up with the same people almost every time. And a lot of these posts end with the same words. I feel like there's only 3 to 5k people still playing this game. If that wasn't enough to support this claim about Vanguard, we can also look into the CDL, since franchising back in 2019 with the release of Modern Warfare, the highest peaking CDL stream of the year was around 157,000 concurrent viewers. The following year they would break that record with a 238,000 viewer peak in Cold War, but keep in mind these were the championship matches, not regular season numbers, which you can find almost nothing about. So far in Vanguard's life cycle in the CDL, it hasn't looked good. Most of the time if I decided to drop in and watch, there's roughly 10 to 25,000 viewers, and possibly to support the claim even further, we can look at the most recent tournament, which was for Warzone, but ran by the CDL with CDL pros and Warzone pros and challenger teams in Rebirth Island. I'm sure the CDL thought it might bring in massive numbers seeing as Warzone is a pretty big game, but again, when tuning in, I only found 18,000 viewers there, and it wouldn't be far off to say that's somewhere around the stream's peak, but I was unable to fact check that, so don't quote me on that. Sounds weird. The CDL had good intentions by bringing Warzone into the mix, but doing Rebirth Island threw a lot of people off, seeing as the game mode is a footnote to actual Warzone. Again, good intentions by trying to bring Warzone's audience to the CDL, but done so poorly. Only time will tell if Vanguard can build up any steam in the CDL scene. So on to the last and final support for this claim, which again has to do with viewers. Vanguard at the time of making this video currently sits at spot number 132 in the viewer count on Twitch, and yes, I counted, with currently 2.2k viewers. Now maybe that's not bad, right? Well, it is. Also at the time of making this video, Modern Warfare 2019 currently triples Vanguard's viewer count at 6,000. I don't even want to begin on Vanguard's YouTube numbers. mediocre at best. I 100% believe that the new release of Modern Warfare 2 will make or break the Call of Duty franchise. Keep in mind this will be a Call of Duty with a multi-year life cycle. After Call of Duty announced they were moving away from the annual releases, and not to mention the new BR, this means Modern Warfare 2 will have to carry Call of Duty into the future, and the new BR will have to be huge, as players also begin to leave Warzone, myself included. I know I didn't go super in-depth on like everything gameplay-wise around Vanguard, and I probably should have went more in-depth, but I think it's more a crystal clear thing that the game is dead. The game was dead on release. After people fucking played it, all you had were rant videos on it. I don't know. Call of Duty, pick your shit up, do something better. Fucking make a game that people actually want to play. But that's all for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and